and welcome back to my channel. This is this week's Meal of the Week video, and today is Monday. We're going to be starting this week off with meatballs and pasta. So I've already got the olive oil in the cast iron pot thing. I don't know what it is. I just bought this about September, I think it was, and I've never actually used it. So this is the first time I'm giving this a go. So I've got the olive oil in there, and once it gets to the right temperature, I'm going to add in the meatballs and I'll brown them, and then I'm going to add in the chopped vegetables, which is 1 red pepper, 1 stick of celery and an onion, and I'm also going to add in some garlic as well, and I'm going to add in a tin of chopped tomatoes, and I'll put in some beef stock and also the pasta. I'll put in everything into the one dish, and I'll also be adding in some frozen peas, and what else am I going to be adding in? I'm adding in something else. Oh, tomato puree. So I'll be adding that in as well, but I'll show you while it is cooking. But I'll add my meatballs in just shortly. So I've browned the meatballs and I've added in the celery, the red pepper and the onion. I'm trying to keep my distance in case the steam knackers my lens again. So I'm going to fry that for a little bit longer, add some garlic, and then I'm going to add the tomato puree, the tin tomatoes, and also beef stock and the pasta. So after frying the veg, I added some tin tomatoes, so just 1 tin, 400 ml of beef stock. I've cut up some fresh basil, and I've added some peas as well to it. And I can't remember if I mentioned tomato puree. I've added in probably about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree, and I'm going to let it simmer with the lid on for probably about half an hour, 20 minutes maybe. I'll check on it anyway, just until the pasta is all soft and absorbed the liquid, and I shall show you once it's all ready. So that's it cooked for 15 minutes. The pasta is now soft, and you do need to stir it quite a few times during the 15 minutes to stop it from sticking at the bottom of the pan, which has just happened again. So yeah, it smells really nice, so we'll see how it tastes. I'll show you again once it's all plated up. So this is our tea already plated up. I forgot to mention in the earlier clip when I was adding my ingredients that I added pasta, which is obviously quite a big ingredient to a meatball and pasta dish, but never mind. So this is Noah's. He's got a slice of garlic bread, and I just realised when I took it out the fridge that it was actually meant to be frozen, so they'll be having quite a lot of garlic bread over the next day or two. So this is Noah's, and this is mine, my gluten-free garlic bread. Steve's not home yet, it's 5:30. I have texted and he's not letting me know when he'll be home, and Noah's getting a bit hungry, so I thought we would have ours just now. With cooking it in here, I did find that it got really hot. It was like eating molten lava when I took a taste of it, so I would be very careful when you're cooking it, because the pot does get quite hot, just to watch that you don't burn yourself or burn your mouth when you're testing it, just like I did. So that is what we are having this Monday night. Hi, it is Tuesday night, and after a busy day today at work, I cannot be bothered cooking, so I decided just to get the scampi out the freezer. So I usually have a box and a half between the 3 of us, because now that Noah's a bit older, he needs a bit more than just like 2 or 3 pieces of scampi. So I've got the scampi, and the French fries is for Steve and Noah because they prefer the thin chips. I prefer the thicker chips, so I've got the steak cut ones, and I'm going to put them in the air fryer, and I will cook some veg with it as well. I might do green beans because there's not really a lot of peas left, and I might put on some salad as well. So I'll show you once it's all cooked. And here's our tea all plated up. So on Noah's plate, he has got some green beans, a few pieces of scampi, some fries, and a little bit of salad, which is just the lettuce leaves and cucumber. And I have some scampi, a lemon wedge, some salad, shredded beetroot, green beans and chips. And Steve, he's just got some scampi, a lemon wedge, chips and green beans. I'm also cooking a few slices of garlic bread because I accidentally put it in the fridge when it was meant for the freezer yesterday, so I'm having to use that up over the next couple of days. So I'm cooking that just now in the air fryer. And the other thing I'm going to add to our tea is tartar sauce, because I quite like that with my scampi, and that is what we are having tonight. Hi, and it is a Wednesday, so it's football night for Noah. So just something quick for him tonight. We just got some chips, chicken nuggets, cucumber and raspberries, and he's already requested a pizza for when he finishes football tonight. So he'll probably be having that with Steve. I'm not quite sure what I'll have, if I'll have a takeaway as well. But that is what he's having anyway, pre-football. Hi, it's Thursday and tonight we are going to be having honey garlic chicken for tea. I've already chopped up an onion and a yellow pepper, and I've put in a bowl about 2 tablespoons of corn flour and at a rough guess maybe about 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. I just use the pink Himalayan salt and the white pepper. I quite like black pepper, but Noah thinks it's too spicy, so I've had to go back to using white pepper. So I'm going to mix that up, and then I'm going to chop up the chicken breasts. I'll probably do them into like slices, and then I'm going to coat it in the corn flour mix, and then I'm going to fry it in a frying pan with some olive oil and butter. And then once it's cooked along with the onions and peppers, I'm going to add in the sauce, which I use making garlic and honey obviously, but also with soy sauce, rice vinegar and chicken stock. But I'll film it while I'm making it anyway, so I'll talk you through what I'm doing. But this is what I've got set up just now. So I've put my coated chicken in a frying pan, and I now realise I probably should have used a bigger frying pan. This is 2 chicken breasts that I've used. So I'm away to turn them over, and then I'll add in the onions and the peppers if there's room. And then I'm going to put in some butter, and then I'll start to make the sauce as well. So I've just added the butter. So once that's melted, I'm going to cook it through, and then I'll add the garlic, and then I'm going to add the sauce. So I've added the garlic to the pan, and I've turned it down to cooking in 4 just now. I'm quite a messy cook, as you've probably noticed, with all the corn flour etc. lying all over the place. So I'm now going to pour in the sauce. I use 100 ml of stock, so that's the stock cube that you can see floating about in the top. 8 tablespoons of honey, that's the word I was looking for. 8 tablespoons of honey, 1 tablespoon each of the soy sauce even, and rice vinegar. And I'll just mix it up. I've not put it all in yet. It's a bit difficult to do this one-handed. So what I think I'll do is I'll pour in the rest and put the camera down first and then finish that. So I added 4 teaspoons of the garlic, but if you're using normal cloves, I would say maybe about 4 would probably, because 1 clove, well, 1 teaspoon is a clove basically for that, and I turned it down to 4. And then I added this sauce, which was 100 ml of chicken stock, 8 tablespoons of honey, and a tablespoon each of the soy sauce and the rice vinegar. And then I've just poured it into here, and I'm going to increase the temperature again just to let it come to the boil, and then I'll turn it down. And that should hopefully, I need to get away in case my steam. Yeah. So once I bring it to the boil, it should hopefully thicken up the sauce, because I've got the corn flour coated in the chicken. So I'll increase it to probably about 7, 8, 8. I'll go do it to 8. I'll see how it, no, it's gone down to 7. 8. There. I've got it on 8. As you can see, I'm a bit of a messy cook because there's corn flour everywhere. Obviously, I'll clean that up. But yeah, I'm bringing it to the boil and sauce should thicken. And then I'm going to have that with some rice. It's a microwave rice because I can't be bothered boiling rice. So I will show you it very soon. So you can see that this sauce is boiling away. So I've now, after a few minutes, maybe about 3-4 minutes, I've turned it down. I've turned it down to 3. And I'm just going to let it simmer for a little bit longer just for the sauce to thicken a little bit. I don't want the sauce too thick, but you can see that it's not quite as runny as it was. So I think I'll do some spring rolls. I think I've maybe got some spring rolls left, the gluten-free ones. And I know I've got some of the vegetable spring roll ones left over from Christmas for Steve and Noah. So I'll cook them in the air fryer as well to go alongside it. So that is our tea ready. So this is Noah's with Tilda rice. I think it's a vegetable, is it paella, however you pronounce it. He's got it that with 1 spring roll. Steve's got his here with 3 spring rolls, and we've just got basmati rice. I've just used half a pouch between the 2 of us. And this is mine. I've got the 3 gluten-free ones from Marks and Spencer's. And I've added parsley to mine because Steve's always he doesn't like the green stuff. And I also added a few chilli flakes. Now, because I was cooking this for Noah as well, I didn't add any chilli to it, but you can always have chilli to it while you're cooking, just to give it the honey chilli garlic flavour to it. But as I say, I added mine afterwards, just because Noah would probably object to the chilli flakes. And that is what we are having this Thursday night. Hi, and it's Friday, and tonight we're having veggie haggis. Obviously last night was Burns night, but I didn't have the time to make it yesterday after work, so I'm making it tonight. So I won't tell you the quantities in case it turns out to be quite bad, but basically what I've done is I fried an onion, grated carrots, I've got in some chestnut mushrooms, and I put in some of this gluten-free oatmeal, vegetable stock, Worcester sauce, white pepper, and nutmeg. That's the other thing I put in it. Oh, and I put a little bit of garlic as well, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. So I'm away to transfer it into this greased loaf tin, and I'm going to cook it maybe for about 25-30 minutes. It's gone quite thick now, so I think it should be okay. I think most of the oats have absorbed the liquid. So I'm going to put it into the loaf tin and put it in the oven, and then I'm going to boil the potatoes to make the mashed tatties. And I'm cheating with the mashed neeps because they're microwavable. So I will show you it once it's out there. And here is our haggis all dished up with the neeps and tatties. So this is Noah's plate, and this is mine. The haggis actually turned out okay. It was my first time making it, so I'll probably make it again, and if it turns out just as good, I will probably make up a recipe for it and put it on my blog. So that's my plate, and this is Steve's. And that is what we are having tonight. Hi, and it's Saturday, and tonight I am having a steak. So I'm currently cooking it in butter. I used to fry it in oil, but I prefer the taste of butter. So frying it, I feel that it has a better taste to it. So I like mine medium rare, so I usually cook them for about 5-6 minutes, and I flip them over a few times. So as well as the steak, I'm going to have some chips and onion rings, the gluten-free onion rings. Arthur's one that I'm using. And the other thing I've done is I've chopped up, this is 3 mushrooms, chestnut mushrooms, in some baby plum tomatoes, and I've put some oil into it, and I've also put on some season oil. And I'm going to cook that in the air fryer as well. I usually cook that for about 5 minutes. So I'm going to wait to turn over the steak, and then after a few minutes I'll let it rest for about 10 minutes, So while it's resting, that's when I'm going to cook the chips and everything else. Oh, and the other thing I'm having alongside it is peppercorn sauce as well. And here is my steak and chips. You can just about make a steak shape out underneath all that peppercorn sauce. I did think in cooking green beans with it, but I felt there was enough already on my plate. So there's a steak, peppercorn sauce, the gluten-free onion rings, the mushrooms and the tomatoes, and the chips. So that is what I am having tonight. Thank you so much for watching this week, and I hope to see you again next time. Thanks, bye.